Our potential historical moment could be upon us in as little as 3 days, according to today's news. American history, crypto industry history, and XRP history are all on the horizon as we approach the elections. This is because the SEC is about to undergo reform, XRP ETFs will be issued, and new regulatory frameworks are in the works, all of which could lead to a Bitcoin breakout. This video features in addition to reiterating the expectation that XRP ETFs will be approved in the near future, we also have Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse issuing a black swan warning. Do not miss a word of this interview. Are located in the United States and contribute to the value of the entire country. As for the right side, it's more or less in the cryptocurrency realm. Also, it's not entirely unexpected. The Telecommunications Act of 1996 provided the regulatory clarity that was necessary during the early days of the internet, as we have discussed. As a result, a plethora of investors and entrepreneurs poured in. As of this writing, that has not occurred in the US regarding crypto, but I hope that will change soon. Perhaps this will undergo a change. It may be a black swan, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Despite the certainty of the future, I find this extremely frightening. Some may think I'm insane or a conspiracy theorist, but the information I've gathered about our economy and the statements made by various institutions and the government leads me to believe that a black swan could have been planned to ensure that the United States maintains its dominance or, even better, to recovers from its significant decline in the wake of the cryptocurrency market. The public's introduction of CBDCs is contingent upon a crisis scenario. According to what I've observed, this black swan event will most likely revolve around the banking sector's collapse. This comes after Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned the American Bank Association on Bloomberg about the current massive crisis in the banking sector. The situation is intensifying. The financial sector has been making it clear that compliance requirements have grown extremely onerous. Tailoring the process of adjusting the regulations' level of complexity and severity to match the impact of certain activities is an important principle, in my opinion. Financial institutions ranging in size and detail. While I no longer have direct oversight of banks, I am still concerned about the economy's health and financial stability, and I recognize the critical role that a strong banking system plays in ensuring that the economy can weather economic storms. Financial system. To guarantee that our banking system can sustain a stable economy, I suppose my preference lies with strong capital liquidity. Here we may expect to witness the demise of fiat currency and banks and the emergence of crypto stablecoins and CBDCs controlled by the government. Because Ripple is currently creating this internet of value, I consider myself very fortunate to be one of the less than 5% of the population that has invested in cryptocurrency and more specifically in XRP. In addition to XRP, the RLUSD Ripple stablecoin is quickly becoming the digital asset of choice for purchasing CBDCs globally, making it the probable stablecoin of choice for the American government. Given the upcoming elections and the FOMC meeting, it is highly probable that crypto and Bitcoin will experience a tremendous rally early next week. That is why I made a Discord server that anyone can join. There are currently 430 of US trying to become financially independent by sharing what we've learned and focusing on this bullseye. With the upcoming re-elections, it appears that the SEC will undergo reform. For more information, please refer to the link provided in the description below. And I'm not alone. That isn't simply my personal viewpoint. From XRP alone, we can see that people are remarking on the possibility of an Solana and XRP Etf, how they would both profit from liberal regulatory regimes, and how the market has been supporting Trump's victory in the election in the hopes of establishing such a framework, which would lead to the launch of these two ETFs and a subsequent increase in value. Regarding assets, for assets other than Bitcoin, as the US regulatory framework surrounding Bitcoin is already extremely clear. However, Ether provides some clarity. While Ethereum is now available, the future of Solana, XRP, and all other assets is currently clouded in uncertainty. In my opinion, they stand to gain the most from a more liberal framework for crypto regulation. The markets are putting their money on that for Trump. A regulatory regime could be in place if Trump wins the election. However, our beliefs. Looking at Congress is the most critical thing to do. What will the makeup of Congress be like for the upcoming cycle? Exactly how this Congress plans to examine regulations. In the weeks to come, that will be the most important thing to consider. Again, this is news to me that is distinctly British, but there are 3 points about this whole affair that you must remember. Firstly, there is the news story. Big news. XRP has just had another ETF finding. XRP, Bitwise, Kinea Capital, Grayscale, and 21 shares are now at a total of 4, according to Kathy Woods. That wolf sheet is putting money on the impending regulatory frameworks, XRP's victory in court, Gary Geller's forced resignation, and CC reform is a good indicator of their optimism. Also, the election race is closer than anyone had anticipated, which may explain why the market is currently correcting. A few days ago, the crypto community was absolutely certain that Trump would easily defeat Kamala Harris in the upcoming election. However, now that numerous celebrities have publicly supported Harris and the polls have gone from 25% to 6%, so the race is much closer than it was before. Finally, and this is my last point, cryptocurrency will soar in value irrespective of the election winner. It could be faster. If Trump were to win, it would happen regardless. According to an interview with Brad Garlinghouse, CoinMessage Co., and others published by Bloomberg crypto plays a significant role in US election spending. Whatever happens at the presidential level, I believe a change and reset are on the horizon, and I believe it is necessary at the federal level. Our interaction with this industry will be more productive. As with AI and cryptocurrencies, fintech needs to be able to make its case before it can become mainstream in almost any industry. Speak up for the American people and voters who are worried that cryptocurrency will explode in popularity elsewhere, leaving us in the dust unless we establish regulations for it here in the US. Make regulations easy to understand, instead of just suing each other in never-ending court battles, and with some consistency. Gary Gensler's control over the cryptocurrency market is about to crumble. Similar to Trump's campaign, Harris knows that 52 million Americans are interested in crypto's potential future use and that the next government must address their concerns. The market does have a tendency to adjust, which is good news for the US. The current predictions may mislead market expectations for the coming weeks, which is bad news. Here we can observe a brief synopsis of some of the financial backing for political candidates, including Trump and Kamala Harris, as reported by Fox Business journalist Elena Tier. The amounts range from several $100,000 to several $1 million. As far as crypto investors are concerned, this is going to be a pivotal week. The FOMC meeting is scheduled for November 7th, which is just 2 days after the elections. Crypto is currently experiencing a high point, and a turning point is imminent. This very post is further evidence of that conviction. The biggest acquisition in this space thus far was the stablecoin platform Bridge, which Stripe acquired for $1.1 billion. So you might be surprised to hear that Stripe began accepting XRP payments in April of this year. For the record, why do you want to keep XRP? Its value, in my opinion, will skyrocket.